And in the gruppetto today, there'll be Mike, aka Black Pudding Man, Owen, Andy, Phil and myself. I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and all around me, these are the Pennines. I'm currently in West Yorkshire and Lancashire is over there. The Pennine Way is just along that ridge up there. But I've been out on a bike ride today with the guys. I've not been out with them for a long time. But last week we had a fantastic ride out in the early spring sunshine. We went to Ayrton near Malham Cove. I didn't film that ride, but I took a few photographs and a few small videos on my phone just to remember the day. So anyway, I'm 80 miles into my ride now, just about to finish it. And yes, we've been out to Cheshire, we've gone out on them flatlands, and at times we had a blast. Love it round there. But then again, you need to get in a gang really, get in a nice little gruppetto. You can all take turns on the front, keep the pace high, be safe and enjoy your riding. So anyway, here's the video people. I hope you enjoy it and I'll try and tell the story the best I can. So let's catch up where we're about 20 miles into the ride on the outskirts of Stockport. I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome back people. So let's have a quick look at the map to get an idea of where we're going today, and there's an overview of the route we took on. And looking in a bit more detail, you see where we headed out from our local village in the foothills of the Pennines, out towards the flatlands of Cheshire. And originally we were cycling to a cafe in Knutsford, but it was closed. So we implemented a plan B and cycled to a cafe that me and Mike had been to a few years ago near Glazebury, just outside of Culture. By the time we got to the cafe, we'd averaged 19.4 miles per hour, over 38 miles, and I've not cycled that quickly for a long time. And here's some data for you. The actual ride was just over 85 miles and 3,411 feet of elevation. The wind was going to be a factor today, and also holding the wheels. It was a pretty fast ride. Hello people, I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines. I'm out with the guys today. We've cycled 19 miles already and we're approaching the outskirts of Stockport. So shortly after, we descended Otterspool Road, and this car got in between all of us, and it kind of spoiled the fun for us. But then again, it is an Easter weekend, we've got to be mindful of all road users. So the car turned off to the left, which led us then on to Dooley Lane, which meets up at the T-junction of Marple Road, which is the A626. Well, that descent didn't go to plan because the car got in the way. So yeah, we've done 21 miles so far. Wilmslow this way. I think we've got to get towards the A6 as well. So we're out with Mike, Black Pudding Man, Owen, Andy and Phil. So it'll probably be a flat Cheshire ride this today. Get to the usual haunts around Wilmslow. Here comes the guys now. And the trouble is when you try and make these films, them guys are flying. I went out with them last week and every time I tried to get a photograph I was miles off the back. You've got to really work hard to catch them up. You do a ride though with these guys and you're always pedalling a bit harder than you normally would do. So eventually I caught them up. So we'd cycled down Offerton Road. We then led on to Torkington Road. And there's a lot of chatter in the group. We were heading towards Hazel Grove at this point where we'd meet the A6. So we're now on the A6. We'll fall right just ahead. Straight on there takes us to Buxton. We're just cycling underneath the railway arches on Macclesfield Road. And on this section here, we've got Phil on the front, and he can really turn the pedals if he wants to do. This is Woodford Road, about 25 miles into the ride. Just look there to the right, we're about to cross over the Manchester Airport Eastern Link Road, which is the A555. So just skipping a bit further on down the road, Phil's still giving it some big licks, and we were touching speeds around 27 miles per hour, 25, 24 miles per hour. Got Owen behind me there, strung out in a nice line. It's going over the railway again here. Nice long straight road ahead. Still Woodford Road. Got Poynton to the right. And it was a great feeling just to be riding a tempo like this. And so we slowed the pace down a bit now on the approach to Wilmslow. We'd used Adlington Road and Macclesfield Road to get to this point. And there was still lots of cycling chattering going on in the gruppetto, because it is a social ride after all. It's a nice sound that, isn't it? You get a few bikes in the bunch. You can hear the freewheel, the tyres. All you can hear is Mike at the moment yapping. but we're on the outskirts now of Wilmslow. Nice and flat round here, and the Pennines are well behind us. Actually, we've got lots of leaves now coming out on the trees around here. So yeah, so it's April. It's starting to warm up slowly. We've had some good days, some very warm days, and it rains, it goes back to being cold. But in general, it's been quite a good start to spring so far. I've been getting out quite a lot. Last week I cycled 320 mile. I've done about 3,100 miles this year so far. And then again, you know, you keep riding, you can get little injuries. So I've had a groin injury, the left side. Every now and then it just catches me out, so I have to take it easy. And I take it easy, I pedal lightly and do about 150 mile a week on my commute. So I did 4 weeks of, you know, lowering the mileage. I seem to be okay at the moment. I'm in the 6th week. You know, soft tissue injury. It's normally around 6-7 weeks for it to start to recover. I feel okay as well, so that's good. We've been riding now for 28 miles, and this actually is Wilmslow now. I'll put the number of the road just below here. I'm not sure if we're doing a cafe stop here or if we're going towards Knutsford. It's getting a bit quick here, I don't know what's going on. This is what happens. 1 minute you're doing okay, and the next minute the pace is up and gaps start to grow.
Here's Wilmslow. Hey up, we've got Black Pudding Man behind us. Hey up, Mike.
Hey up.
Where's the cafe stop?
Knutsford, I think.
Oh, Knutsford.
I think so, I'm not sure.
So I think Mike's been getting out here with the Raffer boys, haven't you?
Hey?
You've been getting out here with the Raffer boys, haven't you?
Yeah.
And the Raffer girls.
Oh yeah.
In fact, he's been talking about Katie Kookaburra. This one here.
Don't put that on.
Yeah, we're putting it on, Mike.
I'm gonna look at that,
He was talking very highly about her.
You've not got it on, have you?
We're recording now.
Get that off. Get it off.
Mike, come and talk about Katie. Come here.
No, you're alright.
No, Mike, come on. We need to know, the viewers.
You love her.
No, the viewers need to know.
Darren, you dream about her. Darren's got a picture of her framed
I have not.
above his bedroom.
It's not above my bedroom at all.
you have.
Don't listen to him.
You have.
It's all deflection, this.
I know it was on the red light.
Oh, crikey. We'll catch you in a minute.
Anyway, enough of all that nonsense. And then Phil got back on the front and he put the hammer down again. We're approaching Moberly here, about 35 miles covered. And this is the B5085. The camera was looking a bit shaky on here, but one of the straps had come loose on my shoulder, so apologies for that. With the cafe not too far away now, at Knutsford, Andy came to the front, and it was just getting quicker and quicker, and at some points here we were cruising at 30 miles per hour on the flat, and that's not bad for a bunch of old guys. We're not spring chickens anymore.
Well, we've had that usual blast down them Cheshire lanes into Knutsford. My God.
Were you trying there?
Just holding a tempo.
Yeah.
You can't fight the wind.
What, 30 miles an hour?
In fact, you've got a bit quick at one point, but
That was just a gentle spin, wasn't it?
yeah, it's a spin. But yeah, then we got a couple of shots of Phil on the front and Andy on the front. A couple of rotations.
What about me?
Mike was on the back talking about Katie.
Oh, I'm up front.
Where else could we go? Well, we've got to the cafe and it's shut. Disappointment.
And I'm bloody hungry.
Shut. The Cranford Cafe and Sandwich Bar. Well, we don't know what to do. This cafe never lets us down. It may be shut because it's Easter.
And so we needed to implement a plan B. And so here we're much further down the road, crossing over the Manchester Ship Canal at the Warburton Road Bridge. And we'd already cycled under the Bridgewater Canal on the B5169.
And it looks like we've got Mike on the front.
And yes, Mike did go on the front, and to be fair to him, he put a fair old stint keeping the pace really high. It was great just to get behind him, occasionally take over, give him a breather and do some rotation.
Hey, Mike! Welcome to the front. So we've made our way out of that central part of Cheshire. We're on 47 miles, 19.1 mile an hour average speed, so we're really moving. Been riding for 2 hours 29 minutes. I've not ridden this quick for quite a while, to be fair. We're on the outskirts of Culture. So then, 52.5 miles to the cafe. We've been here before, but a long time ago. When me and Mike came, it was tipping it down in December or January. And we're at 19.3 mile an hour. That's not bad for us old timers. You put a big stint on the front then, didn't you?
Let me take a picture of you two together. Really? Let me take a picture of you two together.
You got your camera?
No, have you got No, I thought you had a phone.
No, I've got it here.
So let me take you two together.
I've done it, I've got it, honestly, pal.
What,
Yeah.
both of you?
Yeah, it's wide angle. So I do that, so yeah.
Anyway, I was starving, and I'm sure from memory they did black puddings here. That's always a good sign. But Mike, aka Black Pudding Man, seems to be on bacon and mushrooms these days.
Breakfast on the front, then fired off again. Yeah. When we went, Dave went on his own. We go back into Mark House? Yeah. No, we just stopped on the front.
Black pudding and egg on toast. That was just what I needed. But on this occasion, I didn't have any scones. But I made up for it with loads of brown sauce on it as well.
Well, my black pudding, pot of tea and a Coke was under £7. So that's cheap, isn't it? Well impressed. Did you buy any sweets in that shop, Mike?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you get?
Got some midget gems.
Midget gems?
I like midget gems.
A quarter?
No, I got £1.
£1?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I've had them though.
But anyway, it was time to hit the road again.
Right, let's get on the A574. Hit the road again. Well, lose the average speed now because we're going to get into the built-up areas, you know, traffic lights and stop-starts. But yeah, it's been a blast. Been a blast getting out with the lads. I hope the video comes out okay. I mean, it can be hard trying to make videos all the time, and you know what you're aiming to show or what's it about. You know, this is just about getting back on the bike, getting out and really enjoying a little bit of speed and having a chat with the lads. You know, I love the Dales. I can't get enough of the Dales, you know what I mean? Trafford Bowland, but every now and then get yourself out to Cheshire and enjoy a flat ride. Oh, it's busy here, very busy.
But this is the outskirts of Lee, and you've got to have your wits about you all the time.
We've got to navigate our way through this busy traffic.
So basically, we haven't really got an easy way to get home. The choices we have limit us to busy Lancashire town centres. It's basically stop-start, and also large gaps appear between us all because it's so hard to filter through and keep up with each other in the traffic. And I'm used to commuting daily, but this was busy.
Can't believe how busy it is. We're going to have our wits about us here. Yeah. So busy. Having to go on the inside, go on the outside, just trying to keep moving through this traffic. It's relentless. It's just really sort of every Tom, Dick and Harry's out, every man and his dog. So Mike, we're at 62 miles, it's busy as hell here, it's Bolton, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
so careful. It's
it.
Not a nice place to me. I be careful how I say it, really.
What a dump.
No.
Yeah, it's quite upsetting when you're cycling through parts of Bolton and there's litter strewn everywhere. It just looks like people don't care. But on this section here, we're back on our home roads. This is the B6222. It's the Bury and Rochdale Old Road. With Ashworth Valley to the left. That's a good training ride for most local riders. And the main thing is, we've navigated our way home safely through some very busy traffic. So Phil had peeled off a little bit earlier, which just left the four of us.
So Mike's peeled off. It's just down to Owen and Andy on the front.
And as we made our way back towards the Pennines, we peeled off one by one. Till eventually, I found myself riding on my own for the final mile or two. But it's not just quite over this video, people. So here's some archive footage from way back in 2021, where I was aiming to complete the Rapha Festive 500. Like I alluded to earlier on, this is where me and Mike discovered this cafe. So here's some highlights of a memorable day out. And it got a bit wet, to say the least. So today was going to be the day, and I'd made my mind up. I was going to complete this, come hell or high water. My legs were aching, but they were starting to recover, having cycled many hundreds of kilometres already through some very difficult conditions. And Mike was joining me on the ride again today. So we headed out towards Culcheth, but the Garmin sent us on some weird and wonderful routes, with some very strange place names as well.
We're here at Knob End Locks.
Yeah, we're 15 miles into the ride. We're on a magical mystery tour here. We've been going down Canal Path. So today I've got to try and find 65 miles or 100 or so kilometres. I've got a feeling there's something going on over my shoulder again. There usually is when I'm doing this. Okay, we're in Little Lever. I can't believe it. Mike's got a puncture. Don't know what to say.
You're not filming this, are you?
So having repaired the puncture, it started to rain then, and it really came down. We ended up on the East Lancs Road, which is the A580. It's a dangerous road for cyclists too, but we kept some good pace along here as we made our way towards Culcheth. And at this point, I'd earned another badge. I'd covered 400 kilometres.
We found a cafe.
And what a great little cafe this turned out to be.
Victorian tea rooms and sweet shop.
And guess who likes sweets? I caught Mike round the corner, literally like a kid in a sweet shop.
Good cafe that. We've left a right puddle on the floor though. 34 miles in. It is tipping it down again.
And so here I am now on the outskirts of my hometown. Mike had made it home safely and it was starting to go dark.
I'm trying to find the miles. We're on 50 miles. It's going dark. It's tipping it down still. I think. So we're looking at around 66 miles for the total ride. Trying to convert things between miles and kilometres. So I'm going to sneak over the border into West Yorkshire now. I'll just get past this section here, then I'll do a U-turn and then head back down towards my local village. And hopefully that should do it.
So there you have it, and I was convinced I'd done enough miles or enough kilometres to complete this challenge. And when I got home, I realised I was 1.2 miles short, or about 2 kilometres. So I had to go back out and go down the road just to make up this distance. But what a challenge it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it, the weather played its part, and I'm so glad that I did it.